Hi. Thank you all for your lovely comments. They encouraged Diane and I to venture out again and try our hand at the second installment of If These Walls Could Talk. And today we want to talk about Buddy Ebsen. Buddy Ebsen was born in 1908 and his name was Christian Ludolf Ebsen. His dad was a Danish choreographer and his mother was a Baltic Latvian painter. Buddy's early years were spent in Orlando, Florida, where his dad taught dance and where Buddy and his sister Vilma learned. In 1928, Buddy and Vilma set out for New York City to try their fortunes at becoming dancers. They did the round of supper clubs and vaudeville and eventually got their big break in 1934 with the Ziegfeld Follies of 1934. That summer, they left the city, as most performers did in those days, and headed north on the Straw Hat Circuit, and ended up in Iverton for our fourth season here, where Buddy performed in two shows, Peggy Ann and 17. Walter Winchell gave him rave reviews for his dancing in Ziegfeld Follies, and that sent Buddy off to the West Coast, where he caught the eye of Walt Disney, who loved his unusual dancing style and had his animators copy it for Mickey Mouse's dance routines in Silly Symphonies. You know, Buddy went on to make a lot of movies, but the one I think is most significant is the one that he almost made. Buddy was originally cast as the Tin Man in MGM's 1939 The Wizard of Oz. He'd been filming for some weeks when he started to feel really ill and ended up in hospital. And he was there for months before doctors finally diagnosed him with an allergic reaction to the aluminum dust in the Tin Man's makeup. Poor Buddy was forced to leave the production and was replaced by Jack Haley. MGM never claimed responsibility, and Buddy says that cost him a whole heck of a lot in medical bills. When he recovered later that year, he came back to Iverton, where he performed in two shows, Poor Nut and The Male Animal. Gotta love those titles. For those of us of a certain generation, we know Buddy Ebsen best as Jed Clampett in the Beverly Hillbillies and as the title role in Barnaby Jones. Buddy passed away in 2003, the grand old age of 95. The photograph here, Buddy inscribed for the Playhouse, and I'll read it to you. It says, "To the Iverton Playhouse, where I learned my acting lessons, all good wishes, long may it wave, Buddy." Nice to meet you, Buddy.